What up?
Yo, what it do?
Okay, we about to watch
The series
finale.
of Insecure. We've been rocking with them since
We was homeless.
literally.
All right. So this episode is called "Is It Gonna Be Okay?"
Everything gonna be
Everything
okay
gonna be okay?
with the question mark, exclamation mark, like every other episode.
Predictions.
Well, it's one of the few episodes that's longer than 30 minutes, so
I
that's
said
interesting.
predictions, not facts.
Okay. I was about to go with my prediction into that with the time frame. So, I don't know. I don't feel like I don't think Lawrence and Issa gonna get back together on this episode though.
And is she gonna go with the big company in what is it, NBR, NRB, or is she gonna go with Crenshaw and keep it real?
That's what I think.
She gonna go with Crenshaw.
Yeah, because it feel like she always be leaning into us because it feel like she never always did make make decisions that was big on financial. Like she always didn't mind, her means where she was at. So I don't know. But it's all about GD growth and development. So
I think I think that she's going to be by herself. I don't think she's gonna stay.
Oh, you think she gonna go nobody?
Yeah, I wish that her and Lawrence could work out, but I just don't think it's gonna work out with nobody.
I don't know.
And I think Molly and Torian gonna get engaged.
But shout out to Lawrence though. He had the best character development of the whole show. My boy went a whole season missing until like the 9th episode or one, bounced back in.
I think it's authentic.
Right.
This show. So let's get it started.
And no mention of producer Daniel.
Oh yeah, Poe Dan.
I said they done brought everybody back in at that last episode.
Well, I mean, there's still 40 minutes.
Because once that lotion had wasted, it was a wrap.
Yeah. What say you? Are you shocked?
What did I say before? What was my prediction?
You said that it was gonna be 40 minutes long.
I can't believe that was exactly 40 minutes, bruh.
Yes.
So yeah, because to me it felt like it would have been too satisfying if you got a full hour, but you kind of did with the wind down. But it kind of yeah. But I was shocked to say about the time lapsing.
They call them time jumps or whatever when they go from year, but some of it they give you like the transcription across the screen of like this is a year later.
I feel like they only did that towards the end.
Right. The rest of the time I was like, is
you
it
just
a
had
month?
you had to put two and two together.
Yeah.
Everything was you can't blink and you miss it, or yeah.
I did say that Molly and Torian was gonna get engaged, but they went on and got married.
I liked that. Yeah.
Yes. And the wedding was so beautiful and she looked so gorgeous. And I love her dress. And I love Issa's dress. And oh Lord, it was so many things. Now I'll tell you one thing. What's one thing you didn't expect?
For Molly mama to die.
Damn.
I didn't expect
the
that.
way they was showing her for her
and
birthday.
I said, damn, they made the parents go through some bleep this season. And then
the way they showed her like front and center for Molly's birthday, it all made sense. Like when she was, got the phone call that she was gone, but like that was a shocker. I think it was also a shocker for me that Kelly ended up pregnant.
Yeah. Because she always put off that vibe like, I ain't worried about kids.
Like rich auntie, like, I'ma just be...
Right.
But then be the babe was...
Even with her and Tiffany and Tiffany kids, it was almost like, oh, I can't wait for my day. It was just like, oh, what's up, y'all?
Like, she was going to treat her like a little adult niece. Like, come on, be grown, act right now.
Yeah, another shocker was like, I guess the add on to that, I would never expect Issa to act like that over one of her best friends, like great news like that.
Yeah, I
That
guess
that shocked me. I
that
guess it
was
showed
showing
more of her
insecurities or whatever. But I
personality.
think the first moment they showed her when Kelly was saying that there's going to be another
Yeah.
important person in her life, or however she worded it, I think she was genuinely confused because she was like, not even thinking first thought this a baby because, like she said, she knows the girl forever. She didn't want any kids. I think she was genuinely confused. But
But
to
hold
to
that
bring it
in.
up
Like
right
you
there.
walked over to the table within 60 seconds of an announcement and be
Yeah,
like,
that was like 30 seconds, really.
that felt like it was saying, girl, you know you only got that much before the abortion. But if you announcing it, you can't get no abortion, right?
She was happy.
Right. But that's
She
what I
made a
feel like. No, I'm
decision.
saying Issa Rae feel like it was she was coming at her like that. Like, girl, you showed us what the you want.
But I think she also, even when she got to the mirror, she was like, dang, everybody around me is making decisions. And I'm just sitting here like feeling like I'm not doing anything. But honestly, I think when
And then
she,
how much time lapse that was before her and the old boy did make that decision.
well, here's the thing though.
Oh, cause she was
When
still at dinner with a whole different dude. So you're
Yeah,
right.
when she finally did have Lawrence come to the office, she was like, she had to realize that it was only her that was basically doubting her. And so I think that, like, this whole time she was trying to convince herself that she wasn't doing anything, but in actuality, she was doing a lot. Like, she had a new place, she had a new car, she was creating her own business, which is her own lane in a
Mm-hmm.
huge city, where there could be
Right.
tons of people doing what she's doing, but it's apparent that she had, a unique set of value to bring to it.
Mm-hmm.
And, she was dating and stuff. And it seemed like to me, like compared to early on, the dating that she was doing in this particular season was a little bit more um
Loose.
no, she was more loose before. Like it was all about sex, and
Right.
like
She was
this.
internally loose this season.
I don't even know what the hell you mean. But I feel like she was somewhat trying to establish a little bit more, like with the person, because they didn't really show a lot of it. But you were saying that it probably was her husband said, "Don't be doing all this
Uh
sex
huh.
scenes or whatever."
You heard how high yellow at the documentary said, "Yeah, it looks so damn good," and I'm like, "You hold it now."
Now, what do you think about him getting in the car saying, "Oh, this is so toxic for me"?
See, I think he was saying that
Because that
this.
was just like one bad moment. Like, I don't remember them really having a lot of drama, per se. That was her fault.
I don't know. I think he was just saying like I'm already having challenges mentally right now. So anything that could rage him up
So
is
he probably
not
felt
good
like
for his own head toxicity.
he could have took it too far or something.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
when you having that kind of stuff, he probably can't sleep and thinking, overthinking when it happens. So I guess he just like I just can't deal with anything because I'm already having a hard time keeping clients in the chair.
But see, I lost faith in the fact that her and Lawrence, we would see her and Lawrence be together,
Right.
because I was like, she could be trying to give Twitter what they want, which is like, Lawrence is toxic. He didn't want her until she had somebody else. And I just really was rooting
No,
for them.
no,
I didn't see that at
that
all.
was
And it
never
made
the
me feel like a
case.
fool. But maybe that's the whole thing. Like, she felt like she was being a fool. And how wouldn't he say it? Maybe I'm a fool. But I play the fool forever just to be with you forever.
Yeah, but I really do feel like one thing that she should have did though, she should have never let Molly influence so much of how she was going to react to
But
in the end.
but that's
For
what people tell you, like your circle, like the people that you around.
But I'm just saying, of all the info, Molly just to be like, girl, forget everything I said
That's
and
because she was starting to
follow
realize
your Ovies.
that that's because she was starting to realize that she was so toxic.
Right.
And that's why she didn't have anybody, and then she was falling in love with Tori, and I was just so happy. Oh,
Oh yeah, because yeah. that character
We was
development,
literally
I
cheering.
just thought he was just gonna be like a like a coworker you couldn't really get along with or
Oh, I
something.
was so
And then he
happy.
became. I like how they show how he was able to become partner, and the dynamics of their relationship was able to still grow,
Yeah, because old
even though they
Molly,
didn't directly show that. But
old Molly, that would have been a deal breaker.
right.
Because for one, you then took a chance to be with somebody that's, at the same law firm, which is like, eesh. And then she would have, I think she would have felt some kind of way because she's so competitive.
Hmm. So
And you got to see your boy.
yeah, got to see
That was
Thug
my prediction
Yoda.
was right because I said we still got one more episode for your boy Thug Yoda to show up.
And he was always talking about his daughter every now and then, and he was with her on a couple of episodes. So I like he
Yeah.
was still out there, like let me take your picture growing up.
And okay, I was like not today years old, but yesterday years old when I put it together that that's him from Bigger.
Really?
I was like yesterday years old, not literally yesterday, but
But
yeah.
like
Like
within the past 2 months.
like we had watched
And we
two seasons
see
of
this is how
Bigger.
much you didn't hear me say. I said this is probably why he
Cause
don't be on Insecure no more.
I don't be putting all that together in my
Because
head.
he probably like now my own role on here will be available for Insecure to say 2 lines.
Yeah.
So she let him get that bag.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so that was what's up.
Oh, I
Cause he
love
was
it.
funny.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like
He's
so
funny.
if you've been down from day one, I feel like that was a satisfying ending.
Yes, in the way that now, that little what the boy real name is?
Ja.
Yeah, but what's his full name? It's Elijah,
I forgot. Oh, probably so, huh?
Isaiah, Elijah. It got to be a J. I think it's Elijah. But Lawrence, little boy, is so freaking adorable with the little chocolate cake at the
I'm
end.
just glad he did not go back to Condola at all, though.
Yeah, it
I mean,
wasn't gonna
technically,
work.
they wasn't really never together
It
anyway.
wasn't gonna work. That's why you got to be careful out here in these streets.
I was waiting for it to be like, this her ex-husband's son.
You think?
That's what I was hoping.
Well,
But when the
that's the
little boy
thing.
was at the end, so I'm like, okay, it must really be his
We was
son.
watching the wind down, right? And they was saying that they tried to end it in a way that like you'll just basically leave the series with the concept of their lives will continue, and so it's a possibility that that the little boy ain't for him, but he is so
That's how
freaking
life will come at you,
adorable.
boy.
And I could see it's so weird because like I could see Issa interacting with other people's children, but not necessarily like having a baby. It was fitting, and I like the way she described it as like still getting to be, and I guess that's where the episode title comes from, like everything's gonna be okay. Like it might not be what you think, but it really is gonna be okay. Like you can deal with this.
You're
Like
right.
I always tell people, like it's been done before. Like you can surely do it. So that was the biggest thing. I think she was probably too worried about what people think, and like that's something that I think I have from you being with you all these years is like literally like I continue to mature in the fact of like I cannot care what people think about everything. Granted, some things you do need, wise counsel or people's opinions about things. But at the end of the day, like this your man. Nobody gonna love him like you. Nobody gonna forgive him like you. And if this child's an extension of him, it wasn't like he did it purposefully to hurt you, and you can't help who you love, girl. Go get that man and that little baby. And he's so cute. And he's so sweet. He's like,
Yeah, that was yeah, because I didn't even put two and two together. She said like her fantasy, like she thought that was gonna be her and Lawrence and they kid.
yeah.
But because yeah, that was dope. That was dope. I
It
didn't get
really
enough of
was.
a chance to see what she treating them like this is still our child and
No, she was treated like this, you and Condola baby, because she said, you want cake and ice cream before dinner? Come on. You scoop it. It is no way. Like, maybe like for Nia's birthday, I would let her, but not my birthday. You're not finna eat cake and ice cream before you eat dinner. No, ma'am. So, but I mean, I feel like the little clip at the end. I guess they're gonna do some kind of documentary on it. So that
Yeah,
seemed
called
like that would be
the end.
cool because everybody was really, really emotional. Because I'm sure that's a lot of time to
Cause
grow. And apparently they're our age or maybe like a year older.
right,
Because Molly's birthday had 32 on it when her mom died, and then it was like a year later for her birthday when she was like really trying to take it all in that she was having a birthday without her mom, and she was just there. So I think this season really, really touched on like, baby, you ain't 30, you 30 something. Okay. And life is gonna keep coming, but you have to find a way to like enjoy everything. You was literally just telling my own child this, like, stop trying to rush into the next moment, the next year, the next grade,
right,
and just enjoy where you are and stop trying to like push it to the next spot where you think it's gonna be perfect, because she gonna keep happening.
right. Like
It
even for
really
Christmas, she was
is.
like, "Can I wear this to school?" I'm like, "That's next year. Let's worry about right now."
Yes, and so I think that's really important. And like, it's just like you literally, and I say this myself to other people, but you have to stop trying to go so hard for perfection that you miss the purpose of things. And so I think that that was a really important lesson from Insecure, from start to finish. So stop trying to just be perfect, because if you think about perfectionism, it's really from the outside looking in.
Right,
Because if we honest with ourselves, like, nobody is. It's a dark
right.
place to sit in sometimes, to think about that, like, everybody have messed up, effed up things they think about and hold back from saying, and sometimes they do say it and all that. So we are not
Right.
perfect. If you thinking of
Nobody is
if you're
perfect.
thinking of perfectionism, that's the outside looking in. So stop worrying about what everybody think. That's what makes you insecure, because you worry about what everybody think. So, this was a fabulous way to wrap up the show.
Right.
I hope that
Cause even with Tiffany, like I like how it showed that like, her moving to Denver was not gonna be
not
perfect
gonna be
at
perfect.
all.
And they were seeing this beautiful home. It was immaculate,
Right, cause outside
spacious.
looking in, like, girl, what is you
What
complaining
you mad
about? You ain't got a
about?
job, you living
Yeah.
comfortably.
And people see the glory and don't know your story. They don't
And
know you
then
there
look,
by
then you see
yourself. Your child ain't got nobody else black.
then the husband Derek said his niggas don't come visit him, so they in that
Right.
mug financially
Alone.
straight, but mentally like, damn.
And you can have everything what people think looks so good. I'm sure her Instagram is flawless.
And then
And she over there pitiful and sad. So,
with no mixing with the hair thing though. So was that
oh,
another indication that
I
she
think
still
she
ain't doing well after all this?
no, I think that she must have flown in for Kelly's birthday with this wig, y'all. She must have flown in from Kelly's birthday, and I think it was showing that she had been in Colorado, and it was like a dark wig with like really choppy bangs, and usually she had blonde hair. It was not. It was not. What's up? And everybody was looking so cute. Issa was looking cute. She had a little piece hair, half wig on, and Kelly was looking like Princess Jasmine with a flowy turquoise ensemble and the wavy ponytail to the side. I'm gonna need that ponytail. I'm gonna need to know the details. I gotta stalk her Instagram.
Thank
Um,
you.
but
This the Reddit insecure.
how have they never won a cinematography award? This what I was about to head into, but I was talking about the documentary. Like,
Like,
this is just
yeah.
authentically
They whole
black.
show was just like a
Like the
trip.
way that they did the lighting for our people, like, come on, okay? And then the fact that like Natasha Rothwell was like producing, and sometimes was she directing sometimes too?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, black women, black
Yeah.
men's.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't just
was
like
awesome.
no like, oh,
A
this is
black
for the
face,
show.
but
Yeah.
everything behind it is like, oh, we just guessing. Like, it felt, and that's why I was saying, like, I couldn't tell if they were supposed to be our age or not this whole time. I wasn't really paying, I guess, close enough attention, but it felt so authentic to a lot of the things that we experienced from the time that we were like 25 to now. That is just like, I couldn't tell if that was just feeling authentic or if they really were our age, but I guess it was both. And even the actor that played Nathan, I forget his name, but his little speech on the behind the scenes thing, he was just saying like how she represented.
How he wish that was his woman for real. That's what he was trying to say.
So, but dark skinned women and
I said, what's your answer to that?
which character had the best developments from
I
season
already
one to
said
five?
mine's off camera.
You said Lawrence had the best development from season 1 to 5. I think Molly. Molly went from like seriously big. You are mad. You messing with somebody's husband. She grew a whole lot. So I was just like seriously rooting for her. And most of the time she used to be working on my damn nerves. Most of the time. So for me to be rooting for her and Torian by the last episode is a miraculous thing in itself. But
Somebody commented over here saying what spinoff you would do, like it, and somebody commented 6 days ago. Kelly pregnant, 100% would watch.
Kelly's preguntas.
What's that?
That was her thing. That's questions in Spanish.
Oh,
So that
Lord,
was
I'm
her
thinking
little
that means
podcast.
pregnante. I thought they was trying to say.
No, actually, pregnant in Spanish is it. It sounds like embarrassed, embarazado or something like that. Embarazado, something.
Oh, you remember him?
Let me see. First racist black person in a TV show. I do
That
remember
man
him.
he was saying so much
So
about the
bad.
Mexican community. I
It
couldn't
was
believe they
so
was letting.
bad.
I'm like, this is some HBO stuff right here, boy.
Yeah, and I definitely appreciated having a show on HBO that was like you. They were saying like nobody wasn't really like thugging it. Like it was just like regular people.
Right.
So it was
It
very
wasn't no
relatable.
like a weird sci-fi or drama
And we need all
related to
that. I'm not saying we
Sopranos.
don't.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but everything be so, like Succession and
Yeah.
very, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
European and citric. It was glad to have something.
And to wrap up the episode, it was basically like a homage to the very beginning,
Yeah.
and they ended it with I'm bossy and broken P.
Yeah, that was classic right there. Cause that was one of them. We used to always joke and say,
Yes, so we did come a mighty long way.
So is there something that you feel like they left out, or something that you like,
I
or you
didn't
feel like
leave
they hit it
wanting.
all?
I didn't leave wanting anything. I know some people were saying like Daniel could have got thrown back in the mix, but I think it would have taken us off track.
Right.
We already had
Because to
Nathan,
me,
the
Daniel
new
was
guy.
wasn't Daniel somebody that she was
Nasir.
kind of already messing with before Lawrence? Like
Yes.
she was, so that would have been already two going back.
Listen to me, don't do it. He gonna mess around and miss your water.
You ain't lying. Does that mean you right? She did go back to Daniel, so yeah.
You don't do it, girl. You done dip 2 times, don't dip no more, okay? So, but yeah, I think it was really good. I did not miss anything from, feel like anything was missing. And I think they did it very well and bowed out gracefully and didn't tarry too long.
Right, yeah. I think it was because it was like honestly, this season. I'm not gonna say it was a bad season, but like it was bringing it really on like probably about like 4 episodes. I felt was great. Like I feel like they focused a lot on the barbershop. That I think that was a lot of unnecessary.
You thought that might be like a spinoff.
Yeah, I feel like if
feel
that
like the
wasn't
barbershop thing had been done so much too.
Yeah.
I didn't picture her doing that.
I mean, but like you said, it was more than likely not. But I just feel like all the characters that was just like wasted time. It could have been more. I don't know. Like I feel like I didn't need that much in Nathan's life. I would have rather more Kelly personal life or something.
I guess it had to show that he didn't mind being confrontational since we knew he was gone.
But I guess he had to learn how to be able to be in LA and love to be there without needing the crutch of your brother or your cousin or
this is the
woman.
thing. He said when he came to Issa's birthday party, he was like, "Yeah, it's starting to feel like home." And my thought was, "How you gonna feel? A house ain't a home without me, baby. If you really love me." So that's why she let him walk out.
Oh, okay. Like, well, if you're doing that good without me, then
Bye.
keep doing it.
Thanks for the donation.
Oh, okay. But Lawrence, look, he was still calling. Like, look here, you ain't gonna just.
My thing with Issa and Lawrence
She should
though,
have never let him go out that
I would
party
have
though. That was too much of time that passed by.
who honey, cause I be saying
Cause I'm like, he lucky he ain't having more
some
kids
of the
after
stuff,
that.
yeah, and with the girl walking in the door, happy birthday, babe. I'm so oh,
Yeah, my boy said, look, Issa too
oh.
insecure for me to let this for show piece go.
Yeah,
I
but
ain't
I
like,
feel
he
like
like, look, we can get that after.
she didn't push. Just she didn't fight for Nathan because she was still hopeful that like, listen, either I'm being by myself or I'm a finally, work this thing out with Lawrence. Like she was still
But when she
negotiating
when
in
she
her
when
mind.
she brought that dude to dinner and all that, I'm like, all right. He looked so hey, like I don't know, like he looked drawn in, like you knew it wasn't gonna work out with this new guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I thought that was
It would
nice.
have been if she would have done that if she was so focused on, like I was saying, that perfectionist. Because he looked like a painting.
Right, like
He
you got
was like
the
curly
lines.
hair, perfect line, brown skin, like perfect. Okay. Dope ass name.
Sear, not
His name was, I
sincere.
thought it was Nasir.
I don't
I
know.
thought about naming my son that dope ass name. Like, yeah, I think that would have fit if she was trying so hard to be perfect. But she had to change her mind. I forgot what I was about to say about Nathan. But yeah, if he feeling like home and the house of home ain't is a home without me, then bye. That's what I think she said.
Yeah, but but yeah, and plus then Lawrence, like it shouldn't be a fight either. So if this all this unquestioning, so I felt them like hey, look this, and she wasn't like oh no,
Don't go.
yeah, she was like all right
Okay.
because if Lawrence popped back up, I'm not gonna not
I ain't gonna
entertain his
break your heart. I
ass.
ain't gonna break your heart again.
Cause I'm like my brother. If you heard her when she said, "Are you happy?" She was looking around like thinking it was a rap. Then.
Oh Lord. But yes, honey, if you had to hit me with the 1-2 like Lawrence did, we'd have been in them bushes. Oh, good night,
Peace.
child.
Get some chips into this
Oh,
sweet ass cake.
bottle of wine.
I didn't put the cake up anyway.
Oh, that's true. All I want is you now. Guess what's in my glass? It's not gonna make it until the episode because husband is taking me to 3 years to get ready. Why get into it with them?
They gonna come on, man. She know all the new cookies. And
Oh, they crying. Aww.
You guys, I am just incredibly